Wesley Odom Jr. And now, Jimmy.
Just a moment. This is the L2C Media Network, and this is Sports Final, brought to you by the L2C Media Network. And now, a man who needs no introduction, but because he's under a contract, we have to give it to him. Here's the man with the headlines that goes into detail for the world of sports. Here's Steve, the Bexman Bex. Hey, hi, evening, Al. What's shaking, bacon? How you doing? Welcome to another Twist of Fate edition of the Sports Final, or just Sports Final. Either way, we do anything. And before we get to everything we do here in the show, we always start off with a monologue. And today it's a little different. Today it's going to be a grand opening. Yes, friends, I got something from the lovely, enchanting Miss Mandy Summers over there at Stuntman Comics in Alabama. That's right. My people. And since we're on live, I guess we might as well open it up. So, first off, we just. Too bad we didn't have the sound effect. That would have been nice, wouldn't it? I would have. Nice little sound effect. Where is our sound effects? Where is our genius? Oh, there it is. The genius is in the control room. Okay. Let's see if we can do this properly. Knife out, and we gotta make sure. Thank you. Okay, we're doing a live opening here of what I got in the mail today. This will be the best 5 minutes we've ever had. Okay, let's see what I don't need to. Okay, oh, hey, it's bubble wrap. My favorite thing in the free world, bubble wrap. And an empty box. There you go. I love these things, pretty good. Anyway, I'll get the address, save the address for a few moments. Let us slip it out of there. Save the bubble wrap. Who knows? I might need it to de-stress myself. Ah, yes. It has come. Super Dead. And we're going to open this. Ooh. Boy, it tore off. They don't make those things like they used to. And let's see, we got the comic book, of course. Super Dead. There we go. Action-packed excitement for everyone. And that is followed by... Ooh, I can use this if I want to white balance my camera, which I might do someday. Okay, but we also got some other stuff in here, so let's peel on. Okay, this will be the white balance. Oh, hey, you do that. Okay, got a couple of got a couple of great little cards here. Artwork and colors, or for those of you in London, colors. Colour, color. By Peter Gilmore, and there you go, right there. Let me do this one at a time. I will tell you this: he does good work. Look at that. Hi, how are you? And there's another one right there. Does some good work. And a couple of biggies. We'll just show them to you. That ain't bad. That is damn good. That is fantastic. Peter Gilmore does some good work. So do the other artists of Comicscape. And there you go, right there. And one more for the road. What do you think about that? A little parody there. Hey, That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Mandy Summers, Peter Gilmore, The Undying, Super Dead. Yes. Who can ask for anything more? So, well, we came. Got to thank Mandy for sending that. And I love helping out the future artists and future of the comic industry, because let's face it, the comic industry has gone to pot. Now, we're not talking comic as in Louis Anderson. Then we're talking like the comic book industry. And I am definitely gonna, let me just show you a few little pictorials. How do you like that? Nice cover. Here's the back side. You gotta love it. So thank you, Mandy. Thank you, Peter. Another fantastic hit. Super Dead. I'm going to read this tonight to Uno, my cat. Maybe she'll learn something. So we will put it in the basically hidden objective. There we go. Take that with you tonight. Okay, there you go. That is the first time we ever did a live reveal, and there we go. Hey, that makes me look better. No, all right. Enough of that. Hello, Captain Video here. If these weren't round, I could have done me a Bill Dalek impression.
You turned my voice off.
Oh, sorry. I return you to your ball game, and I'll just be over here doing my show. Okay, it is time to bring you
we know about it.
the
President hid the content
Up
of
Simba.
interaction he had with Putin. And
We do, ladies and gentlemen, have a sports show, so let's do it. Shallst we? Yes, we shallst. I wish we could turn that down, but our remote controls are not in sync with the TV. The remote controls are not in sync with the television. They're not. That was the old TV. That's my TV you're borrowing. Anyway, I love my mother. Okay. I just wanna. Why not? I'll take the strike. Okay, let's go to it. Get you some headlines.
That's Norm from Cheers.
Yes, time for the headlines. Let's do this, puppy.
That's Norm Weiner, the father of Becca Weiner.
All right, the Mets have done it again. New York Mets have traded left-hander Steven Matz to the Toronto Blue Jays as part of a 4-player deal. The Blue Jays announced the trade on Wednesday night. Now, the trade, which opens a spot in the Mets rotation and clears Matz's $5.2 million salary for 2021, may portend a more serious pursuit of free agent and reigning Cy Young and National League Cy Young winner Trevor Bauer. The 29-year-old Matz is coming off an abbreviated 2020 season in which he struggled to the tune of 9.68 ERA in 30 2/3 innings. Now Matz managed to allow 14 home runs over that span. Over the balance of his career, he's been roughly an average starting pitcher with a 91 ERA and a 3.07 strike-to-walk ratio across parts of 6 major league seasons. Matz has a long history of elbow and shoulder problems, and he's never before managed a qualifying number of innings in a season. That said, the Blue Jays, as laudably active as they've been this offseason, do need rotation depth, and Matz addresses that need. Now, right-handed pitching prospect Josh Winkowski is among the players going back to the Mets in the deal Winkowski, 22 years old, is a former 15th rounder who had a 3.35 ERA and 2.76 strike to walk ratio in 4 minor league seasons. Of his 54 games pitched in the minors, 50 of them have been starts. Right-hander Sean Reed Foley, age 25, 4.40 ERA and 1.58 strike to walk ratio in 13 Major League Baseball starts and 8 relief appearances. And right-hander Yennsy Diaz, 24 years old, number 26 on MLB's list of the Jays' top prospects, are also headed to the Mets in the trade. And can you excuse me? I've got to help my mom for just a few moments. Talk amongst yourselves. I shall return, and we will do this with respects. Back in a moment. Talk amongst yourselves for a bit. Okay, you're out of the way, Mom. You didn't do anything wrong. If anyone did something wrong, it was I. Okay, first off, let's put this down. Come on. Come on, time's a wasted.
You shut it off. Maybe that'll help.
No, I'm not gonna. Hang on, Sloopy. Hang on, folks. We'll be there in a minute.
Okay.
I'm helping my mom.
Okay, that's
I've got to make
that's
sure.
volume.
I've got to make sure the background noise doesn't. There. We hope I don't get copyright stricken.
Thank you.
Well, welcome. Okay. Oh, okay. Where were we? Oh, yeah. As noted above. Yeah. Oh, okay. Really? Okay, got that. As noted above, the Mets may be clearing the decks for a potential Bauer signing. The 30-year-old Bauer is far and away the most coveted arm on the 2021 free agents market, and his addition to the rotation behind ace Jacob deGrom would be a huge boon to the Mets' hopes in 2021 and beyond. Well, speaking of which, Andy Martino of Sportsnet New York reports that the Mets offered to Bauers for 4 years or fewer, and not at levels that would set the record for highest annual salary presented presently by Garrett Cole's $36 million. However, according to Martino, and he's a nice person, I should know. According to Martino, the offer does include at least one opt-out, which would play into Bauer's possible desire to sign short-term deals. Now, given the buzz, the Mets' willingness to invest in the roster under new owner Steve Cohen, and now the Mets swap, they have to be considered the front runners for Bauer's services. Or can somebody else come out and get him? Okay. Here we go. Ooh, let's see. Okay, let's keep going. Wow, what a difference a few years away from the sport will make. Eli Manning has met with the owner of the Giants, John Mara, and they are expected to carve out ambassador-type role for him per a report. So he's not going to, I don't think he's going to come back to play. He's going to be somewhat of an ambassador. Eli Manning's tenure as quarterback of the New York Giants officially came to a close last season when the two-time Super Bowl champ announced his retirement following a 16-year career in blue. That absence away from the team may only last one season, however. According to longtime Giants writer Gary Meyer, Manning told him that he stopped by the Giants offices last week, almost exactly a full calendar year removed from when he officially announced his retirement. Now, along with saying hello to trainers, video people, and equipment staff, Manning visited with owner John Mara and expressed an interest to return to the club. Now, before you break out your number 10 jerseys, let's just explain. This is not Manning coming out of retirement to step back onto the field for the G-men. This request to return to the Giants is in the form of a new role that the two are going to carve out. Myers' best guess is some form of mentor to players, but by the looks of things, Manning could be taking an ambassador-type role with the organization that could spread across the business side of the team, along with a touch of influence on the football side from a player mentor role. Now, this isn't exactly a brand new development, as Mara was pretty open around the time of Manning's retirement that he would welcome the Giant legend into the organization in some capacity. Manning himself also acknowledged that was a possibility at his retirement press conference. Now that Manning has a year of retirement under his belt, it appears like he'll soon be ready to tackle the next chapter of his NFL story, and of course, it'll be under the banners of the Giants. I can't wait. Can you? Well, we're going to have to. Haha. Okay, let's continue on. We got some headlines. And I do believe we also have a Ricada stream tonight to talk about. So let's keep going. Also reporting from the National Football League. Matthew Stafford. Ooh, they got some people. Now, the Detroit Lions have had no shortage of suitors when it comes to teams inquiring about trading for quarterback Matthew Stafford. About 1/3 of the league has reached out to the Lions to discuss a possible trade involving the veteran QB, according to Ian Rappaport of the NFL Network. The Lions will likely receive at least one future first-round pick in exchange for Stafford, per Rappaport. Earlier this week, our friends at CBS Sports broke down the 5 most likely trade fits for Stafford, which we brought you here on the final. And after 12 seasons together, Stafford and the Lions mutually agreed to part ways via a trade. Lions coach Dan Campbell and GM Matt Holmes, who were both hired early this month, knew prior to being hired the Lions were planning to trade Stafford, who still has 2 years remaining under his current contract. The 32-year-old quarterback is coming off a 2020 season that saw him complete 64.2% of his passes for 4,084 yards, 26 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Stafford, the Lions franchise leader in just about every career passing category, was named to his first and only Pro Bowl in 2014. The NFL's 2-time leader in pass attempts, Stafford is one of 8 quarterbacks in the league history to throw for over 5,000 yards in a season. Stafford led the Lions to a postseason berths in 2011, 2014, 2016. Detroit lost each of their playoff games under Stafford and are still in search of their first true postseason win since '91. The Lions, to say they have fallen on hard times over the past 3 seasons would be an understatement. During that span, Detroit has posted a 14-33-1 record. The Lions' lack of success led them to fire Matt Patricia with 5 games remaining in the 2020 regular season. Now, what can the Lions get in exchange for Stafford? Cody Benjamin of CBSSports.com recently projected that a first and third round pick would be appropriate compensation for Stafford. Chris Trapazio has the football team given up their first round pick to acquire Stafford in his most recent mock draft. Now, Stafford is not the only established quarterback whose future is currently unknown. Deshaun Watson has publicly expressed his frustration with the Texans, who have endured a tumultuous offseason that includes the controversial hiring of GM Nick Caserio. Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger has now officially made up his mind on whether he or not he will return for the 18th season in Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers' somewhat cryptic comments immediately following Green Bay's title game loss to Tampa has led to questions regarding his future with the Packers. So stay tuned. And we got more headlines for you, but right now let's do the thing that we love to do the best, and that is give you a little cheesy plug for lost blading the interweb. And tonight you are in for a treat. I don't know why, but you truly are in line for a treat. Tonight, hi, how are you? Do we actually have a Ricada stream tonight? I mean, I know he wasn't on last night. Okay, let's see how. Hey, this is good, ladies and gentlemen. In just a few moments, it'll be the reuniting of Nick and Drex. They talk current events. Grab some whiskey and join them tonight. You can do so at midnight Eastern time on the Ricada Law channel here on YouTube or right after our little show. And either way, you're going to be entertained. So there you go, folks. There you go. There you go. Let's keep going. In fact, why don't we do some scores? Ready? Here we go. Let me just... Ow. So why don't we do this? All the scores, by the way, NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball, football, you name it, all the scores we give you tonight are sponsored in part by the good folks at William Hill Sportsbook. Bet on yourself, but bet responsibly. And if you got a little gambling problem, call 1-800-270-7177. That's 1-800-270-7177. And we got the goods here tonight. It's our NBA. We've only got one late game. That's 4 minutes, 1 second remaining in the third quarter. The Golden State Warriors lead the Minnesota Timberwolves 79-67. Let's give you some finals. Cleveland Cavaliers destroyed the Detroit Pistons 122-107. Sacramento Kings took out the Magic of Orlando 121-107. That's right. Indiana Pacers beat the Charlotte Hornets 116-106. Denver Nuggets over the Miami Heat 109-82. Final in overtime, Brooklyn Nets 132-128 winners over the Atlanta Hawks. The Milwaukee Bucks 115-108 winner over the Toronto Raptors. Philadelphia 76ers 107-106 winners of let's try it again. Philadelphia 76ers a 107-106 victory over the Los Angeles Lakers. San Antonio Spurs over the Boston Celtics 110-106. New Orleans Pelicans over the Washington Wizards 124-106. Utah Jazz over Dallas Mavericks 116-104. And finally, the Oklahoma City Thunder 102-97 winner over the Phoenix Suns. Bulls Grizzlies were postponed due to COVID. That's your NBA scores, sponsored by William Hill Sportsbook. Bet on yourself. There you go. Okay, we go from one extreme to another. It's time for us to go to some college basketball. College hoops. Hoop-de-doops here. So let's get busy and get you into, there we go. It's an adjustable mic, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us voice. So here we go. It's time to go to the men's scores of the college basketball run game. Let's go to it. Hello. Hello. There we go. Thank you very much. Let's go to the full scoreboard. And let's give you those scores right here, right now, as things start to volume up. By the way, we got some media bites for you on the broadcast tonight. And if you're a gambler, you'll love them. You'll love what we have for you tonight. All right, let's pop them up, boys. Pop them up, and we'll get it going here. This is going to be, hey, this is fun. The wildness. NCAA men's basketball scoreboard presented as always by William Hill Sportsbook. Here are your scores. Second-ranked Baylor, 107-59 winner over Kansas City. 13th ranked Ohio State, 83-79 over Penn State. 14th ranked Wisconsin, a 61-55 winner over Maryland. 16th ranked Florida State, an 81-59 winner over Miami. 17th ranked Creighton, an 85-81 winner over Seton Hall. 20th ranked Virginia Tech, 62-51 winner over Notre Dame. Clemson over the 25th ranked Louisville, 54-50 final score there. Oh, Wooski. That's right. Let's go now to the ladies, because why? Every day is ladies' night, and it feels so right. Oh, yes, it's ladies' night. Oh, what a night. There we go. Hey. Woodadej. Okay, let's get to it. Can we? Is there a way we can? Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, let's go to the scores, and not much happening in ladies basketball of college. We'll give you the scores anywho's. Shall we do this properly? Yes, we shall do this properly. Why? Because we can, and we're just waiting for the scoreboard to pop up. Okay, it is now popped up. Let's rock it. Let's rock it, Poopachulos. Let's rock it. Come on, guys. Bam. All right. We bam it and slam it. Hey, hey, hey. We're doing good. 6th ranked Stanford over Washington State, 71-49. 24th ranked West Virginia, 73-53 winner over Texas Tech. Temple, a number 13th ranked South Florida. They were postponed due to COVID. All right, there's your college men, women success. Okay, let's give you more headlines. Yes, more headlines, baby, more headlines. Okay, the Baseball Writers Association of America responded to Curt Schilling's ballot request. And their response, very interesting. The results of the 2021, the results of the 2021 Baseball Hall of Fame elections were revealed Tuesday evening, and it was a shutout. No members of the class of 2021 are going to be inducted. The closest former player to the 75% threshold was Curt Schilling, who got 71.1% of the vote. A personal high. Schilling fell just 16 votes shy of enshrinement. Now, players can stay on the ballot 10 years before falling off. Next voting cycle is set to be Schilling's last. But to hear it from him, he doesn't want that chance. Schilling, in a Facebook post published shortly after the Hall of Fame vote was revealed on Tuesday, asked the Hall to leave him off the ballot. Schilling said that he wrote a letter to the Baseball Hall of Fame on Monday, which he shared on social media. Schilling says he doesn't hold any ill will towards the Hall itself, noting that they have, quote, been otherworldly, kind, and gracious in every way possible, and I'll be forever grateful to them and for that, end quote. But Schilling claims that media members have lined up to destroy his career. He also says he does not want to be part of the Baseball Writers Association of America balloting process in 2002. And he said it this way, quote, "I will not participate in the final year of voting. I'm requesting to be removed from the ballot. I'll divert to the Veterans Committee and the men whose opinions actually matter and who are in a position to actually judge a player. I don't think I'm a Hall of Famer, as I've often stated, but if former players think I am, then I'll accept that with honor." It's worth reiterating here that Schilling got 71.1% of the vote. There were 333 returned ballots, and 285 of those voters deemed Schilling's career worthy of the Hall of Fame. Schilling lost his job at ESPN in 2016 for offensive social media posts. Now, as far as we can ascertain or even try to find, there is no precedent for a player asking off the Baseball Writers Association of America ballot for the Hall of Fame. Former union boss Marvin Miller once said he didn't want to be voted into the Hall of Fame, but he wasn't a player and it wasn't the BBWAA. The Secretary-Treasurer of the BBWAA, Jack O'Connor, issued the following statement on Wednesday, saying the association will urge the Hall of Fame to keep Schilling on the ballot. Quote, "It is the position of the Baseball Writers Association of America that Mr. Schilling's request to remove himself from the ballot is a violation of the rules set forth by the National Baseball Hall of Fame's Board of Directors, who have commissioned the Baseball Writers Association to conduct the annual elections. Specifically, the following, quote, the duty of the screening committee shall be to prepare a ballot listing in alphabetical order. Eligible candidates who, 1, receive a vote on a minimum of 5% of the ballots cast in the preceding election, or 2, are eligible for the first time and are nominated by any 2 of the 6 members of the BBWAA screening committee. They should both of these requirements and should remain on the ballot for consideration by the voting body for what would be its final year on the BBWAA ballot in 2022. The Hall of Fame assigned the BBWAA to be the electorate in 1936. This association has abided by the rules for 85 years and shall continue to do so. The BBWAA urges the board to reject Mr. Schilling's request." End quote. Now, all the same, if Schilling really strongly doesn't want to even be on the ballot next year, the Hall could simply accommodate him and take him off. In this case, the slippery slope theory doesn't seem something that should deter the Hall. How many players will actually say to the Hall to leave them off the ballot moving forward? And if there are those who don't want to be in the Hall, why force them? Other notable selections from the letter from Schilling. He mentioned that he's now somehow in a conversation with 2 men who cheated, and instead of being accountable, they chose to destroy others' lives to protect their life. Well, this is obviously Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens. They were the next 2 highest vote getters after Schilling in this voting cycle. His overall beef with the media is touched upon, and he says a version of himself is being portrayed, quote, that has never existed, end quote. He acknowledges that he has committed sins in his life and is 100% accountable. He offers up, quote, even the thought of responding to claims of Nazi or racist or any other term so watered down and rendered meaningless by spineless cowards who have never met me makes me ill, end quote. Now, final note that needs to be stressed, Schilling isn't in any way saying he doesn't want to be in the Hall of Fame, mind you. He says he just doesn't look at himself as a Hall of Fame player, but he wants his Hall of Fame fate to be decided by a Veterans Committee, which in general includes former players and executives. I don't blame him. I do not blame him for wanting to be elected by members, his peers. I don't blame him. Okay, let's keep going here before we go into more headlines, the scoreboard, maybe some shouts, which we do owe people. Oklahoma landed a big commitment from Tennessee transfer running back Eric Gray on Wednesday after Gray led the Volunteers in rushing with 772 yards and 4 touchdowns on 157 attempts during 9 games as a sophomore in the 2020 season. Now, Gray is the third Tennessee transfer to join the Sooners program this offseason, following former 5-star offensive lineman Wayne Morris and former 4-star defensive back T. Lawrence, who also Wanye Morris and Key Lawrence rhymes, who also picked Oklahoma after entering the transfer portal during the tumultuous offseason in Knoxville. Now, with Oklahoma's leading rusher from 2020, Ramondre Stevenson, headed to the NFL, he should have an immediate opportunity to compete for carries should NCAA legislation pass soon that will allow players to transfer once without sitting out a season. Gray has also proven to be a quality pass catcher, finishing the 2020 season with 30 catches for 254 yards and another 2 touchdowns. Losing Gray is a blow to the talent level on John Hupel's first team at Tennessee. The former UCF coach, introduced on Wednesday as the new leader of the program, will now have to replace both of the team's top rushers from 2020 after running back Ty Chandler transferred to North Carolina early this offseason. Let's get into some more scores. In fact, why don't we go to the National Hockey League? Yeah, why don't we go to the NHL, shall we? Where's the NHL? Come on, guys. Thank you. Let's go to National Hockey League. It was Wednesday night on the ice, and we'll see some if there are any college hockey games tonight. Only a short slate tonight. Let's give you the rundown. And the Nashville Predators beat Linda Steele's Chicago Blackhawks 2-1 in a shootout. The Canucks beat the Senators 5-1. By the way, let's go back to the Preds Blackhawks game. Our friend, Mr. Duchesne, with 1 assist for Nashville. Cousins, 1 goal for Nashville. And Saros, 29 saves for Nashville. It was a Nashville sweep. Meanwhile, we had a Vancouver sweep. Canucks beat the Senators 5-1. Miller, 2 goals, 1 assist for Vancouver. Peterson, 1 goal, 1 assist for Vancouver. And Mott for Vancouver, 2 goals. Wow. Weird. By the way, Penguins GM Jim Rutherford has resigned. And obviously, well, the Penguins will have to find a new general manager. Let's see if we got Pittsburgh Penguins general manager Jim Rutherford resigned. Thank you. From his position with the team on Tuesday, the team announced in a statement he cited personal reasons as the reason he is leaving the franchise. As a result, Patrick Alvin, who has been the Penguins' assistant GM, has been promoted to interim general manager. The team will begin its search for a new general manager immediately. We continue. Let's keep going on the old headlines with finally, we can now say it is official. Yes, we can say it is now official. You will love this, ladies and gentlemen. It is official. Let's see if we can get it. Thank you. They've been nameless, although they've been using the old name. But now they have an official name. Sinclair has officially revealed the revamped lineup of Fox Sports regional sports networks. Now, we've known for a while that Bally's has signed up for naming rights and a branding partnership deal, but until now, the networks had remained under the Fox Sports moniker, and while they will continue to do so for a little while longer, now, though, We have an overall logo. We know the markets and how they will align, or Eline if you prefer. And it includes some reshuffling and merging of a few markets as well. Let's give you the statement du jour. We are extremely proud to unveil the Valley Sports logo as it signifies a new transformative chapter in the regional sports business and is representative of our cohesive partnership with Valley, said Steve Rosenberg, president of local sports, Sinclair Broadcast Group. The upcoming rebrand across our regional sports network footprint is incredibly exciting, not only for our entire portfolio, but for loyal sports fans across the country. Now, two Fox Sports networks will be merged into nearby regions rather than carry on as is, essentially one team network. And the peepers is spoken here. Additionally, two limited part-time channels serving the South region, Fox Sports Carolinas and Fox Sports Tennessee, will merge. They say sunset, but I prefer the word merge. Will be merged to streamline program offerings. All live games and original programming, namely Nashville Predators and Carolina Hurricanes content that previously aired under those brands, will reside on Valley Sports South, previously Fox Sports South. And where are you there? Where's the arrow? Thank you. And Valley Sports Southeast, previously Fox Sports Southeast, the two full-time networks that serve the greater region. Now, the map, which we can't obviously show you for some reasons, we will give you the names. Let's see now. Now, the branding, Valley Sports, does not include the Yes Network. No, it does not. That network, nor the Marquee Sports Network. Both of those have different partnerships and are not affected by the Valley Sports rebrand. And there we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2. And let's give you the full detail as we can, as we look. Valley Sports North will, of course, be the home of the Wild, the Timberwolves, and the Minnesota Twins. Valley Sports Wisconsin will be the home of the Brewers and the Bucks. Valley Sports Detroit will be the home of the Pistons, Red Wings, and Tigers. Valley Sports Ohio and Valley Sports Great Lakes will be the home of Columbus Blue Jackets hockey, Cleveland Cavaliers basketball, Cincinnati Red baseball, and the Cleveland baseball team. You got Valley Sports Indiana will be the home of the Indiana Pacers. Valley Sports Midwest will take care of the Cardinals and the Blues of St. Louis. Valley Sports Kansas City will be the Kansas City Royals. Valley Sports West will handle the Angels, while Valley Sports SoCal, formerly Fox Sports Prime Ticket, will have the Clippers, the Ducks, and the Kings. Valley Sports San Diego, of course, will be the home of the Padres. Valley Sports Arizona, the Diamondbacks, Coyotes, and the Suns. Valley Sports Oklahoma will be the home of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Valley Sports Southwest will be the home of the Spurs, the Rangers, the Dallas Stars, and Dallas Mavericks. Meanwhile, the Valley Sports New Orleans will be the home of the they'll be the home of the New Orleans basketball team. which I forgot who they're. The New Orleans Pelicans. There you go. Of course, Bally Sports Florida will be the home of Tampa Bay Lightning, Tampa Bay Rays, and Orlando Magic, while Bally Sports Sun will be the home of the Florida Panthers, Miami Marlins, and Miami Heat. Now the names are going to be in effect. They will be doing the name change, but for right now, the name will still be Fox Sports until I think possibly the start of baseball season. So stick around for that. Shall we stick around? Yes, we shall. Stick around. That's going to be good. Okay, shallst we begin this one? It's worth the. Now for those of you that don't know, the saga of the regional sports networks, Fox Sports, has dragged on for years from the initial news of the Disney Fox rumor all the way through now. It's also pretty interesting to see so many teams are going to be playing games on a network defined and sponsored by a gambling company. It wasn't that long ago that this would have raised all sorts of controversy, and that it hasn't, especially not on the Sinclair scale of generating controversy. It's just the latest sign of the growing acceptance of legal sports betting. Now, the changes still won't be effective for a few months, and there are still distributors who aren't carrying them due to rights disputes with Sinclair. But for those who have followed the saga, transitioning from the Fox Sports name is one milestone we're all going to remember. All right, let's do this and keep going. And we're going to see if we can't give you the fun time here. Former ESPN analyst Jason Witten is retiring from the NFL again, this time saying he gave his all for the league. Other headlines, Alana Rizzo is leaving the Dodgers and Sportsnet Los Angeles after 7 seasons. Meanwhile, Tegna has acquired the Locked On Podcast Network, and Red Sox reporter Grian Austin has left NESN after 6 years, with the network not renewing her contract. So she's going to be in a she's going to be a free agent. And do we have any more? Yeah, we do. Let's get to this one right here. Sekou Smith of NBA TV passed away yesterday. Well, let's just get to it, guys. So I pulled out the pouch, unzipped it. There was Passing of longtime NBA.com and NBA TV writer and analyst Sekou Smith at 48 Tuesday after a battle with COVID-19 sparked a lot of tributes throughout the sports world. Many of the initial Twitter tributes are included in the first post, but few notable longer tributes to Smith, who had worked at NBA TV and NBA.com since 2009, following stints with the Atlanta Journal-Constitution and the Indianapolis Star. Came out Tuesday night and Wednesday. One was the Cleveland Cavaliers' decision to reserve a press box seat for Smith ahead of their game with the Detroit Pistons Wednesday night. And we have that tweet here from Cavs announcer Rafa El Alcalde. It says, special seat reserved in the media section of RM Fieldhouse for our friend and member of our NBA family, Sekou Smith, for tonight's Cavs game versus the Pistons. Rest in peace, Sekou. Our thoughts and prayers are with your family and friends. The Hawks held a pregame moment of silence for Smith. Respectable. Beyond that, NBA.com Sean Powell wrote a touching tribute to Smith Tuesday night, recapping the thoughts of many others. And you can read that on awfulannouncing.com. Marshall Harris, sports director for CBS 48 in Sacramento, also wrote a compelling piece on what Smith meant to him. And there are others who gave their own stirring tributes to Sekou. And we say to Sekou Smith, blessings up there in heaven, in the ultimate press box, with some of the greats of the announcing world and the game. You are missed, and you will be remembered. and never forgotten.
And I'm alarmed by the intrusions of religion into our secular government. That's why I'm asking you.
And
from Religion Foundation, the nation's
COVID
and most effective
has
association of atheists and
really
working
just,
to state and church separate,
I just,
just like our founding fathers
it's,
intended. Please support the Freedom
well,
Foundation. Ron Reagan, lifelong
here we
atheist,
go.
not afraid of burning in hell.
Anyway, that is from Awful Announcing. How did we do? Yes, we did good. There's Awful Announcing for you. So, let's go from Awful Announcing to Truly Awful Impressions. Okay, it is time to do our football boogaloo, otherwise known as soccer, and it is time to bring you that and the scoreboard and some shout outs, because we got a lot of shouters to bring thee, thine, do thee, thine, and thine, thee, do. Hey, Swiss Panda, how you doing? Hi, Swiss Panda, how you doing? Glad to see you. Big ol' hello to Mandy Summers, Peter Gilmore, Wyatt Holiday. We'll do the other shouters in a moment. Right now, let's get to the games that the world plays, and that's soccer or football. In the Premier League, Burnley beat Aston Villa 3-2. Chelsea and Wolverhampton Wanderers tied at 0, as did Brighton and Hove Albion and Fulham. Everton and Leicester City tied at 1. Sheffield United beat Manchester United 2-1. You won't believe when we do the standings. Scottish Premiership, St. Mirren over Dundee United 5-1. Motherwell over Ross County 2-1. Aberdeen and St. Johnstone tied at 0. Celtic over Hamilton Academical 2-0. Rangers over Hibernian 1-0. Livingston over Kilmarnock 2-0. In championships football / soccer, Barnsley and Cardiff City tied at 2. Coventry a 2-0 winner over Sheffield Wednesday. Rotherham United over Middlesbrough 3-0. Swansea City over Brentford 1-1 tie score. The FA Women's Super League, the Chelsea women defeated the Aston Villa women 4-0. In the National League of Football, it was Maidenhead United 4-2 over Yeovil Town. Notts County, a 2-0 winner over Solihull Moors. National League South was postponed. Javier Waterlooville and Dorking Wanderers postponed for various reasons. Scottish Championship, Greenock Morton and Inverness Caledonia Thistle tied at 2. Lowland League and the FA Women's National League and the FA Women's National League Southern Premier Division all washed out. Spanish Copa del Rey, Sevilla 3, Valencia 0. Almera and Osuna tied at 0, but Almera won 5-4 in penalty kicks. Barcelona over Real Vallecano 2-1. Italian Coppa Italia, Atalanta 3, Lazio 2, Juventus 4, Spal 0. French League 1, Lorient 3, Dijon 2. In the Austrian Bundesliga, it was Red Bull Salzburg over Guntermatic Ried 3-0. Rapid Vienna over Spuzu Sakin St. Polten 2-1. Swarovski Trio over Rheindorf Attach 3-1. Lask over Pellets Whack 3-0. Belgium First Division, Meerschaert and Kortrijk tied at 0. Genk 3, Zulte Waregem 2, Ghent, KAA Ghent over Sint Trudense 1-1. Sporting de Charleroi and Oud Heavily Leven tied at 1. In Dutch soccer, Utrecht over Alkmaar 1-0. Fortuna Sittard over Walwick 2-1. Venlo 4, Vitesse 1. Heerenveen 3, Fjord 0. In the Greek Super League, it was Panathinaikos 2, Volos 0. PAS Gianna 2-0 over Athens. Lamia over Apollon Smyrnis 1-0. Olympiakos over Salonika 3-0. Swiss Super League, only one game to talk about, and it was Vaduz over Zurich 1-0. St. Gallen and Luzern, and Young Boys and Lausanne all were postponed. And wowie zowie. That was a mouthful, wasn't it? Yes, it was. Okay. We are running out of brief timeness, so we'll just go hello, my Facebook friends. Hello, my Gab social friends. Hello to Twitter, Instagram, Minds, and of course, I've already mentioned, and of course, TikTok, we say hello. It is time for that brief moment when we bring you the scoreboard. And about 4 minutes, and let's see if we can break that time limit down a bit. Shall we?
Do you see parallels between the behavior of those
And
Jones and these supporters of the former president who stormed the Capitol?
here we go, kids. We're going straight in. No stopping. So if we can do that, guys, I know we got some Euro basketball, so let's do this. Okay, CSKA Moscow 71-68 winner over Alba Berlin. Leon, excuse me, didn't mean to. Leon Villeban, an 83-77 winner over Baskonia. Real Madrid over Panathinaikos 76-66. Zalgiris Canoas over Valencia 79-78. In the Euro Cup top 16, Lokomotiv Kuban over Partizan 74-67. Unix Kazan over Mornar Bar 87-70. Nanterre over Unicaja 92-83. Morbank Andorra over Gran Canaria 86-63. Cedevita Olympia over Borg 94-91. Italy Liga E Trieste 108-83 winner over Varese. In hockey in Finland, Kalpa 5-2 winner over Jukrit. Luko 4-0 winner over JYP. You know JYP. Kuku over Pelicans 3-1, and TPS Turku a 3-0 winner over Helsinki. And that, my friends, is that. We have about a couple of minutes left, so I want to thank everybody for being here. Have a great night if you're on the West Coast. Here on the East Coast, have a great morning. We got to go. Just one more thing. Again, want to say thank you. If you haven't done it, please do. Well, if you haven't got it, you will. Super Dead from Mandy Summers and Peter Gilmore is pretty darn good. And I can't wait for the next. I literally cannot wait for what she's going to do next. It is a fantastic comic, and Comicsgate is really, really getting better and better. Mandy Summers, Peter Gilmore, John Mallon, and Anthony George. They made this all possible. It is Super Dead, and I'll tell you this: there are some comic book places here like Nostalgia Inc. that would love to have some of these. Comicsgate is saving the comic industry. It is definitely improving, and I am glad to be among the many who back books like this because, well, let's put it this way, Stan Lee would have loved, and I mean it, would have loved that the future of the comic book industry is in some very creative, very capable hands, like Mandy Summers and those I've mentioned. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We're done. I'm Steve the Baxman Baxley. We're back tomorrow night, same time, same place, with more of the same stuff. We'll see you tomorrow night, everybody, 11:35 Eastern, unless there's a late sports program that takes precedence. This has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions in association with the L2C Media Network and L2C Sports. And for everyone who's been a part of the Sports Final, I call it the old name. For everyone that's been a part of Sports Final, I'm Steve Baxley, the Baxman, saying thank you for watching. Good night and blessings. We'll see you tomorrow.